Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Etho Modpack. My name is Classic Tim, and I've recorded this intro a couple times now. For some reason my game keeps crashing, and it's not the Modpack that's doing it, it's my OpenGL. It gives me like an OpenGL error. It's like error code 8, and my driver keeps crashing. I just recently built a new computer from scratch, so my support's kind of limited. And I put some brand new graphics cards in there, and I guess the drivers aren't totally updated on them. So hopefully that error gets fixed a little bit later. But so yeah, from now on, if I crash, I'm just gonna have to continue recording as is because I can't keep recording the same intro over and over again. But anyway, so this guy's working great. He's I moved this autonomous activator from over here to over here, and that's just so that way his range reaches exactly at this spot, so that way he's no longer reaching this spot over here or this spot or even this spot. So he'll only grow the entire tree at once. He'll never grow just one single tree. It's a little bit slower, but it's, as you saw, it was definitely fast enough. So that's been going great. But today we are actually going to be upgrading our flight situation a little bit. We're going to be upgrading away from jetpacks to some more creative mode flying, which is my favorite mode of flying in this game because it's super easy to build with. And we're going to do that with these angel rings from Extra Utilities. We're going to go with the dragon wings because they're red, and I think they really match our red shirt here. So they're not actually as hard to make as I thought they would be. You just need a couple of these unstable ingots, which we've already made, and then another nether star, and some gold and leather. Each one is different depending on which kind of ring you want, and then you can actually even convert a different type of wings to any other type of wing, after you make it. So that's pretty cool. It is going to be a little bit tricky to make. As you can see, I've already killed another wither, so I've got the extra nether star. Let me get rid of these extra saplings. So we need 2 unstable ingots, but remember, once we make them, we've got 10 seconds to finish the entire thing. So it's going to be pretty tricky. We can't even set this up in a separate crafting table because if we exit the crafting window here, it will explode. So we really have to kind of hurry here. I'm not sure if I can shift click it in. I'm going to try not to do it first. So let's put iron like that. So we're going to have to double click it to get it down here. We can't shift click it. I've tried shift clicking before and it didn't work. And then I just have to remember exactly how to make the dragon wings because I've got 10 seconds to do it. So 4 gold like that, leather, nether star in the middle. Okay, ready, go. Dang it, dang it, dang it, dang it. This is so stressful. Oh no, 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 no. Oh man, nope, there it goes. It's gone. Leather. What? Oh, are we too late? We're too late. I'm pretty sure if I put this in my inventory, it's going to explode. Yep. Dang it. Okay, we were close. I was too nervous there. But those weren't the glitched out ones, so thankfully we didn't, we're not going to blow up again. And that is my doorbell, so I'm going to have to be right back in 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. So I've cleaned up a little bit, and let's try this again. So we got to be a little bit quicker. I really have to make sure I don't miss, because that's what really screwed me up that time. So let's go ahead and make another one. I think this time we'll be able to do it fast enough. I've got to move them down here first. Okay, and go. Yes, did it. All right, dragon wings. So let's go ahead and take off our jetpack, and we should already have the dragon wings on us. I don't think we can equip this thing. Let's sleep really quick. I don't think you can equip this anywhere. It just has to be in your inventory. I don't even think it has to be in your hotbar, so I can just put it up there. And then I've got it, so let's double space. And yeah, that's flying. Creative mode flying, not bad. Shift to go down, space to go up. And this should also take away fall damage, so I should be able to take those off. Alright, not bad. So now we can fly around and build just like we're in creative mode. That's really helpful. Much easier than jetpack. I was interested to see how this would work with the hang glider. Yeah, we can still use it with the hang glider together. That's cool. And we can fly up like this. And then if we hold shift, we'll go fast. Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Alright, I'm very happy about that. So that means we can wear a full set of armor too. And if I take that off, those just go away. I wonder if I put it in my backpack here. Will that count as my inventory? Probably not. Yeah, they're gone. So yeah, I guess we'll just have to leave it around there. That's not that bad, just one inventory space for the ability to fly, especially because it saves our chest slot. Alright, so we're not going to need this jetpack anymore. We're still going to use these because they're going to let us walk up blocks. We just don't have to worry about that hitting that with fall damage. And this thing actually lasts for a long time. The entire time, I never really charged this the entire time since I made it, and we've only used about 2,000 redstone flux, so that's not bad at all. We can make the something from Thaumcraft, I forget what they're called. Boots of the Traveler, that's what they're called. And we'll be replacing these with those eventually. But for right now, I can just deposit this. And for the rest of this episode, I have an idea for our food situation. We've been pretty good for food for a while. As you can see, I just keep making, a set of food here and just, eat it as I go. But I want to make it a little bit more interesting than that. And we'll get into that in just a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and clean up a little bit here, and I'll be right back. Okay, welcome back. So we are currently sitting in a half-finished 50s diner, or at least what I'm working on from it. You guys are going to have to help me come up with a name for this diner. This is where we're going to be getting all of our food from now on. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 booths in this diner, and that corresponds to the 6 slots in our lunchbox. And what I want to set up here is I want to be able to come in here and every time I walk in this diner have 6 brand new types of food that I have never eaten before, or at least in the last 250 foods, to be able to put into my lunchbox. So I can just come in here, open up this dinner plate, grab what I need, and be on my way. So the only problem with this is we're going to have to make custom recipes for all 250 types of food that we're going to eat. It's going to take a while, but as soon as we get this done, we're going to have lots of food in here, and we're never really going to have to worry about food again. We just got to come up to the diner and eat away. And I'm sure we'll put a custom NPC in here to serve us as well. So I've got these tables here, and the base of these tables here are these logistical transport pipes. And this is all going to be connected to the system underneath. So we kind of have to set that up now. And it's going to take up a lot of space because we need a separate chest for all 250 types of food. So we're definitely not going to be setting all this up now. But we'll at least get it started, and then I'll kind of work on this off camera as we go. So let's just clean this up a little bit. I know the floor is kind of a mess. I want to save a little bit of resources, so I use some micro blocks, and also to give us more space down here to work. Okay. So now that this is a little bit cleared, we can see we've got the pipes all through here. And basically we're just going to have to connect these pipes up to our system. So we're going to be using a combination of several things here. We're going to be using some mining turtles, chests, and another ME storage system. So basically I made all the, let's see, we should be able to put this right here. I made all the components for another ME system. So we got the ME drive, the ME terminal. I made a crafting terminal just because. Alright, and then this is going to be connected to our crafting CPU. Now I made a lot of ME controllers here. And we're going to need it because if you can imagine 250 different types of food, that's 250 different channels we need to connect to this ME system. So we're going to need a lot of space here, and we're going to set this up just like this. It's going to be an even number, and we're going to make it this big because we also want to be able to just shut this off when we're not producing any food. We're not going to be producing food all the time. So hopefully this is going to make a little bit more sense as we go. Now unfortunately I forgot to make a tesseract, so we can't really get power over here. So let's just fly up here, and we'll grab one of our energy cells that I keep over here. And we'll use this for now. But eventually I'll bring a tesseract over here. I actually don't have a custom recipe for a tesseract yet. So we'll just hook that up right here. And set all that to output. Alright, so that should turn on. Oh, you know what? Don't I need an energy acceptor? I thought I needed an energy acceptor for this, but it's working, so I guess not. Let's put the drives in. I made 4 4K ME storage cells. That should actually be enough to for all of our recipes and stuff. We actually don't need that many. It looks like it's getting dark. So I did put this right next to the barn because we are going to be feeding all the recipes and stuff and all the ingredients. We're going to be feeding all the ingredients in here automatically. So that'll be really cool. And let's take a quick sleep. And get that back in there. Okay, so now we have this. And what's going to happen down here is we're going to have 4 dense cables coming off of this CPU. And we really have to be careful here because with 250 channels that's going to be connected to this system here, we're going to need to try and keep it as compact as possible. So we're going to have 4... Oh man, that's really all the dense cable thing I have. I need to set up a wool farm with those sheep because these things take so much wool each. I think it's like 4 wool per block, so we need a lot of wool. So we'll probably set that up in a little bit here. But basically, then we're going to separate these with panels. You can use the micro blocks to separate these. Just like this. Doesn't have to be perfect. Just has to be separate. You can also dye these different colors, but I figured that just placing these micro blocks will be easier. And anyway, then we will have these smaller cables. Need more space here. Yeah, this is going to take up a lot of space. These smaller cables to come off right here. Alright, so let's steal a couple of these and just work on this first row here. Why isn't that breaking fast? There we go. Yeah, so let's just kind of focus on this first row here, and then we can move on to the second row in a little bit. So let's bring this out. Nope. Right there. And we'll bring these out just as far. Now, we'll have to separate these as well because we don't want all the channels to run across this line. We want them to run across this line. So this way, 1 channel, 2 channel, 3 channel, 4 channel, and so on. And I really need to clear out this space before I start working here. Whoops. Broke that. Okay. And then we're going to want to put these export buses. Chests first, actually. And we'll alternate between normal chests and trapped chests, so that way they do not connect to each other, like that. Let's do a couple more. And then we'll come back down here. And then we're going to put the export buses on them like this. Okay, then those are connected. Throw another panel right here. And then we can put more chests down here. Like this. And then we'll just need to connect these up as well. And we need a ton more space. So let's put this right like that. A little bit tricky to place, but we'll figure it out later. There we go. Okay, so now this, each one of these has 2 channels on it. So we can have a total of 16 sets like this. And that's a total of 32 chests per line here. And then this line will have another 32, this line will have another 32, and this line will have another 32. And then we need, that will add up to, what's 32 by times 4? It's like 160 something, 168, I think. But either way, no, 128. Yeah, 128. But either way, we're going to then have to put another set on this side. So we've got 128 on this side, 128 on this side, and that adds up to like 256, which is just enough to get the 250 different food types we need. So that's why we need this big processing unit right here. And then we're going to be shutting this off by this, a mining turtle is going to come by and knock these 2 out. So if we knock that one out, then it's still going to be connected, so we have to knock this one out too. And then that should shut off, right? I thought these would shut off. Oops. I'm confused. I thought these would shut off here. Huh. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure out how exactly I want to do this, because I figured if I just place them like that, these are supposed to actually shut off. I'm missing one. Dang it, where'd that go? There he is. Alright, well, I'll figure out the actual logistics of it later. But the point is it's going to craft 250 different types of food, 5 of each, and then the system's going to shut off. And then it's going to completely be shut off until we need all the food to be made again. So if this is food 1, it's going to craft the entire thing, and then as I use up the food, we're going to go up the lines of chests and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. And then once I reach food 250, the system's going to turn on again and start crafting the first one again. And this is because the turtle is going to be running from this spot, and he's just going to collect the food and start refilling these plates starting from right here. So it's going to collect the food from right here. When this is gone, it's going to move up here. When this is gone, it's going to move up here. And it's just going to continually move across until we're out of food. And that's how I'm going to keep track of all the 250 different types of food that we're going to make. So I'm going to go ahead and set up a couple recipes here just to get it started. We really aren't going to be able to use this too much until we get all the recipes set up, but that's going to take a while because I'm going to need to collect a lot of wool for all this, and we're going to need to collect a lot of what are they called? Certus quartz for all these export buses, and yeah, it's actually going to take a lot of resources, but once this is set up, we'll pretty much have our food situation completely automated, which is pretty difficult in this mod pack, that's for sure. So I'm actually just going to leave this for now, and what we're going to do is we're going to work on a really quick sheep farm before the end of the episode. So I'm going to clean out my inventory, and I'll be right back. Okay, so let's just set this up really quickly here. I'm actually going to be putting this down here because I should be out of range of up there so I don't have to hear the sheep all the time. I'm just going to make sure we're down far enough here. And we're just going to have one sheep just producing wool, 24/7, and it should be enough to make it last. So we'll just put some grass down here. Make sure there's enough torches by it. Whoops. May have to actually keep this place a little bit safer. Oh, dang it, lost some grass. Okay, so if we do this, and then put this here, And maybe put a couple extra pieces of grass around here just in case the sheep eats it all. Again, we're just going to have a couple sheep in here probably. And the autonomous activator right here. So this way, the sheep will kind of always be in range of the autonomous activator. So as soon as it eats one of these pieces of grass, it will grow. So let's just throw the sheep down. And he'll be stuck right there. So we actually have to bring power to this thing, which in retrospect, we should probably put this on this side, because I already have power on this side. Oh, there goes that piece of grass. So I should just be able to connect it right like this. There we go. So it uses very, very little power, but it does need some to operate. Okay, and we are going to want to connect some of these interfaces to this, so that way it'll produce wool on its own. So we want, yeah, I'm going to have to make these, aren't I? We need an export bus. We got one of those, good. And then we need an import bus. Good, we got both of them. Awesome. Alright, and then we also want a crafting upgrade for one of these. Crafting card. Make one of those really quick. Okay. So, if we put shears just directly in this thing, I have some in my little tool chest there. Then it should start shearing away. Good. But, oh man, I forgot we're going to make a vacuum hopper to pick up the wool. I forgot this thing doesn't just pick up the wool automatically. But we will put an export bus right on top. And we're going to put crafting card there. And we're going to want to make a shears recipe to put in there. So let's go ahead and do that really quick. We need to make a pattern for shears, first off. Like that. And we'll just put this in one of our molecular assemblers. I did add some more interfaces, so we've got more storage for more crafting. And then, if we go ahead, we should have the ability to craft some shears. Let's make one of those. And we'll put that right here on top. So now, we should have it use stocked items or craft items while exporting. So now it'll automatically craft shears and put them in here once we connect this up to our system. So, looks like he's been sheared again, maybe? I don't know, it's hard to tell. I don't know if he can actually eat this grass around the sides. If he can't, I might add some more grass to him. But either way, we still need our vacuum hopper. How the heck do you make a vacuum hopper? I don't have a recipe for that. How do you spell vacuum? 2 U's. I will never remember that. Alright, so we're going to need to make a hopper. An Eye of Ender. And a piece of obsidian. We should have that. Okay. And then let's just bring some... Do I have more cables on me? No. Some smart cables. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Let's see if we can make some more. Yeah. Okay. So then I can't get down there. We will put the... Nope, not that. We want to put... Stop jumping. Stop jumping. Stop jumping. We want to put that on top. So it's going to pick up the wool for us. Stop jumping. There we go. So that should be in range to pick up this wool as it shears. Yep. And then we'll export items out the side right there. Alright, so let's get rid of this. Then we can put smart cable right there. I want this. Nope, that picked it up. And we can put that right there. So that will suck out the contents from the vacuum hopper and put them into here, which we will connect up right. We need it in a spot that doesn't have too many. Yep, any of these will do. So we'll just connect that right like that. So these should be powered on now. Yep, and device online. And I think that device is online. Okay, so now it should have sucked out that wool. Yes. If we take out these shears, it should put new ones in. It'll probably take a second because it's got to craft them. Oh, you know what? I forgot. We have to make this input on the top. Input. Right, that's the top. Yes. Any second now. There's the shears. Alright, so once these shears run out... Oh, it's actually going to fill up the entire thing. Well, I guess that works. I'm going to take one of these to put back in here. Alright, so we got plenty of shears in here. We'll put this on round robin, so that way it uses all the shears individually, so we're not wasting the shear durability. And he's good to go. I don't think that's growing because it's not bright enough down here. I think if we just add some torches, then the grass will grow and he will start eating it, and we will get tons of wool. If we want, we could possibly make another watering can and have that actually keep the grass growing. I do have my hearts back, so I can make another one. Because like I said in the configs, I changed it so if I die, my hearts will come back. So that's what happened. But yeah, this is just a really temporary, quick setup to get some quick wool. We can put a couple more sheep in here maybe, although it looks like we're being stuck by the actual grass growing. But yeah, either way, I'm going to go ahead and end the episode here. Make sure to give me some names for that diner so we don't have to leave it blank. But anyway, leave a like if you enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time.